So let's now create a task that will, whenever we add an image to the images folder in the source folder, it will get minified and then added to an images folder in the distribution folder. So let's install a new package. It's called Gulp ImageMin. So I'm gonna install it. And always make sure you are in the right directory. So after it's done, I'm gonna go ahead and import it in the Gulp file. So import ImageMin from Gulp ImageMin. And then let's create a new task. Or let's put the source and destination path for the images task here first. So the source will be src assets images, and then we want to detect all the images inside this folder, not just one image like we did for the SAS files. So to do that, we can use the asterisk thing, and this will match all the files and subfiles with the extensions between the curly braces. So you can add whatever image extensions you want to minify. And then the destination is gonna be dist assets and images. So let's create a task now. Export const, let's call it images, and then create an arrow function, and then we'll return a gulp node stream. So gulp.source. I think I mistyped return, and then path images source, and then we'll pipe the ImageMin plugin. We can also do this only for production. So let's use the gulp if. So if production, run the ImageMin, and then save it to the destination folder. So path dot images dot dist. So that's it. So let's try it out now. So I have an image here in my desktop, so I'm gonna copy it in the source folder, in the assets and the images. And then run gulp images. And let's go to the dist folder and the assets, images, and here we have the image. Now if you run the task with the production flag, so this image is just a bit small, so it can be minified. So I got a larger image. So let's try it out. Let's put in the source and then images, and let's go to the dist folder and run the command again with the production flag. So as you can see here, minified one image by 1.8%. Great, so let's see what we can do next. So what if now we have a we want to add something to the assets folder in the source, but we don't really want to run any task on it. We just want to copy it. Like for example, we can add a fonts folder here, and we want just to copy it in the this folder. So let's create a task for that, and this one will not require any plugins. I'll just make a new key here. Let's call it other. And the source for it will be an array. So we need to match all files and folders in the assets directory in the source folder, except the ones that we run tasks on. So the exclamation mark here will exclude these folders. So we want to exclude assets, and then we can use the curly braces here to type multiple folders inside the assets directory. So the images and the JavaScript and the SAS, and then we'll have to do the same thing, but this time for any files and folders inside these directories. So what we've done here, we want to copy all the files inside the assets except the ones that we run tasks on, the images, JavaScript and SAS folder, and the files and folders inside of them. We don't need to copy these as well. So let's write the task now, and I'm gonna call it copy. Sorry. And what we'll have to do is just gulp source path dot other dot source, and I think we forgot to type the destination. So the destination will be just the assets folder. So anything that matches the other source path, we'll just pipe it and save it, or copy it rather, to the assets folder, which is path.other.destination. And that's it. So let's try this. We are inside the source folder now, and the assets, and let's use one of these images. So let's copy and paste this image, but outside the images folder. So before the copy task, nothing should happen, but after running the copy task, it should appear here. So let's try this out. Let's run gulp copy, and we have an error. Path is not defined. Okay. Pass. Another error. Okay, I'm sorry, I should type here gulp.dest. And it should work now. And it didn't work. We must have. Oh, alright, I mistyped the destination folder, sorry about that. And let's run it again. And we have our image copied from the source folder to this folder. And that will apply to any folder or anything that you copy inside the assets folder, except the images and CSS and the JavaScript folder that we will create probably in the next lecture. We just have one problem now. If we in the source folder decided to delete an image, or delete a folder, or delete anything inside the assets, it won't get deleted in the list folder. So let's try and tackle this in the next lecture.